So at the bottom, let's go to the next area down at the bottom. This is your motor speed.
هذه سرعة المحرك.
It's in RPMs, or revolutions per minute. If you want to change that to a percentage,
okay,
just go over to the motor control and hit manual.
Okay.
And as you can see, it automatically changes to a percentage.
Okay.
I like to run it on input mode, which is RPM, so that you know exactly where you're at and you can better modify where it's going at, okay? If you double click in the box, you can enter a motor value in a percent. Go ahead and exit out of that. You can't,
Wow.
That's 100%. See how it went to 100%? Because you can't have 5,000.
It's absolute value, right?
Now click OK. And it'll run the motor at 100%. See how the control panel changed? So there's two ways to change it, okay? If you change it to input mode, double click that. If you look, it maxes out at 4,000, so you can actually put in, that's odd. So, but this will display right below to display your speed. So if you're running,
I think we can.
yep, there you go.
Can use.
But if you're running in input mode or in manual mode as a percentage,
Yeah.
we'll go ahead and put that down to 10%.
Okay.
Which we know at 1,000 RPM or 4,000 RPMs, 10% would be 400. If I were to turn the motor on right now, it would go up and it would display 400 RPMs, or roughly maintain that. Okay? We'll go through the last section of the screen. Okay?
Okay.
So on the bottom, this is your motor speed.
Okay.
So to change that between a percentage,
لا هذا تكلمنا عنه. Okay.
to change that between a percentage and an RPM, we hit either manual for percentage or input for RPM, and then it'll change to RPM there. Okay? If you look at the drive mode, forward or reverse, it generally defaults to forward. That corresponds to the forward button here.
Okay.
Okay?
And reverse for.
Reverse to the reverse button. Now what it will also do when you press the forward and reverse button on the keypad is it will turn the motor on.
Okay.
But you can turn the motor on just by hitting the top of the toggle switch on the screen. So go ahead and hit the top right there.
Okay.
And then hit the bottom of it. So it acts just like a toggle switch. This is for filling the transmission. And the bottom will turn it off. That is for the empty pump. And the brake is if it had an auto stall brake, which it does not. It has the manual foot pedal. Okay.
هنا طبعا المحرك اوكي يشغل او يطفي. هنا فل يعبي الزيت اذا كان المضخه اللي تحت اذا كنا معبينها. هنا الامتي فور امتي
Yeah, you can put
تفريغ الفلويد. وهذا البريك فور what the brake you said.
Yeah. For an auto, they have an auto stall brake, but you the model you have just has the foot pedal.
هذا الفورمولا.
Okay. And then there's the load control. If you take and drag the slider, it's not working, is it?
Yep.
Okay, so you hit the motor button.
Okay.
Now drag the slider.
Activated. Yep. Yeah.
And if you look,
And also from this.
it's changing right here too.
ممكن من هنا أو من هنا تغير
You can see it change there.
change steps, huh?
Yeah. So you can step it.
In 10.
Yes, absolutely.
اوكي هنا ممكن تغير التحميل نسبة مئوية وستبس يعني كل مرة 10 تزيد 10. لكن هذا التحميل اللودنج لازم يكون الموتور اون. Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
So along the bottom and the last part of the bottom of the screen is pressure switches and the Prindle switch.
Okay, the positioning for
The positioning switch to let it know. So that will work with most GMs.
Okay.
Most GMs have pressure switches.
Okay.
You'll see some Fords with the Prindle switch.
Okay.
Okay? Now the only time you will see these active is if you're in shift test.
اوكي. هنا طبعا هذه فقط هي مؤشر لوضع الجير، انت على اي بوزيشن. اوكي. اوكي. جي ام use this one.
Yes.
Okay. and this one.
Sometimes.
اوكي. جي ام غالبا بتستخدم هذه واحيانا تطلع لك على براندر. اوكي، لكن بعض السيارات الثانيه لا.
This is generally for only the ones that switch is internal into the transmission. Okay.
هذه طبعا لن تشتغل الا اذا كان الشيفت تيست اكتيفيتد. اوكي، او شغال. اوكي.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is our input speed.
سرعه عمود الداخل.
That's going to be our left output.
اوكي.
That's going to be the ratio between the right and the input.
Which is the output and the input.
Right.
Okay.
It's input divided by output gives you your ratio.
نسبة التخفيض هي عبارة عن سرعة الانبوت على نعم.
Okay.
خارج بالنسبة لغير الدفع الخلفي بيكون هذا الرايت سايد هو الأول. اوكي.
Okay. Answer questions? Okay.